So you might or might not have seen our Hunger Games video. If you didn't, go check it out. I thought it was a good video. Anyway, we basically played in this city. As you guys can see, I thought it looked fantastic. Obviously, we went for a cyberpunk kind of vibe, especially Blade Runner. That's one of my favorite movies. I'll show you guys some of the time lapse of how we built it and stuff, and I'll walk you through some of the buildings. Enjoy. Definitely trying a different type of video here that I'm not really used to do. So if you guys do like it, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to do more like this. Also, I know hermits love these types of videos, so come on, you guys should get me as your new Hermitcraft member. Let's go. So I'd already pretty much done the first building and the middle part, the cornucopia, before I started recording this. Anyway, this first building you didn't miss out on much. Pretty much the entire base of the building I took from YouTube, just, you know, because I didn't know where to start. I just took a building from YouTube and took inspiration from there. I didn't look up YouTube for any other building. This was just the first one. It's just, you know, the starting block. But pretty much the details and the interior, as you can see here, are all mine. It's supposed to be a noodle shop, and the best thing about these buildings are they're actually super basic. It's the actual detail. As you can see, the walls, the fence, the signs, the neon signs. I love them, especially just glow ink sack into a sign with some weird characters. It looks like neon lights. It looks very cool. But it's the actual details in the building that make it look like Cyberpunk. Also, I do apologize, I don't know what it is with DaVinci Resolve and voiceover, but it just doesn't combine well. Because if I get too far from the mic, you can barely hear me. If it gets too close, you can hear those little puffing sound, which can be quite annoying. So I'm sorry if that does annoy you. Also, there is mixed audio in here from when I was super sick and when I am extremely well, like I am right now. So I'm sorry if my voice does change a lot throughout this video. This is the underground night market that my friend came up with. If you look up Cyberpunk, aside from the tall skyscraper building landscape that, you know, you would normally have synonym with Cyberpunk, there's also these small aspects of Cyberpunk cities, of like night markets and some small shops, just like in the opening scene of Blade Runner. Now this might actually be my favorite build of the entire city. The reason was I actually thought of this redstone thing myself without actually having to look up on YouTube. So I just basically had a train track with a bunch of activated rail next to some redstone lamps, and I would just have the rail be powered and go around and around constantly, which made really cool LEDs moving left to right billboard. And it was great until it stopped working halfway because the server started glitching out. So yeah, great, fantastic. Don't use Eternals. This building, I want sort of a similar vibes to the first one, the one on the left. It's basically just a brick block with some blue wood on it instead of red, like the building on the left. And it's just a garage instead of a noodle shop, but it's very similar to the first one that I built. Alright, stop the music. What is that? This is what we called the bridge incident. It is absolutely atrocious. And then the guy who built the bridge had the audacity to tell us, "Tell me your honest opinion on this bridge." The person who built that was never seen on the server ever again. So as you can see here, there was a lot of details going into these because the details are what make these buildings look so good. However, I ended up having to remove a lot of the details because it was lagging the server like crazy. We would get like 20 FPS every time we go into this area or the general vicinity, especially the neon signs and the item frames, which we had to remove, which is a shame because they look so damn good. But we did have to remove a lot of it because it was lagging like crazy and no one wants to try to PvP with 20 FPS. So yeah, it still looks good though. So nothing much to say here. It's just a really basic blocky skyscraper. Every city has one of them, so don't complain. Yeah, I sort of needed a break from the super detailed stuff. As you can see here, I tried to write my name on the front of the building, but the spacing just didn't work out, so I decided, you know what? Why not just have random ass lines run from the top of the tower? I don't know, looks pretty cool and fits the theme. My friend built this restaurant kind of building and he asked me to add some details to it, and so I did because apparently I was good at adding details. And don't ask me what this building is, my friend built it, and to this day I still don't know what this building is supposed to be. Let's take a second and acknowledge that glorious terraforming. I forgot to record the beginning of this build, so you'll only see the finished product. Anyway, this is one of those cases where I just went with it as I go. I honestly didn't know what I was trying to build. But if you look at Cyberpunk build, there's a lot of unique buildings like this, where, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see some pictures on the screen. You get me? I'm just trying to get that replicate some of those buildings. And here's the night market that we started earlier, and we're finishing it now. And honestly, you know what? I thought we ate. I thought we slayed the night market. Period, girl. What the fuck was that? Anyway, yeah, I thought we did pretty well on the night market. Here's the floating train, and at first I went for those more kind of like modern pointy end looking train, but turns out I'm not that great of a builder, so I decided, you know what, let's just go simple. We'll have one of those blocky train, and you know what, turned out still look pretty decent. Meanwhile, my friend was building this little thing with like LED running across it. He ended up destroying it. I still don't know why. I thought it looked good. Apparently he did it. For the interior of this building, at first I wanted to do an office kind of look, but it turned out I didn't have space, so I just went with whatever I could think of, really. You can tell I do not have a clue what I am doing when I have a chimney in the second floor of a skyscraper building. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't even know if that's PG.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Honestly, one of my favorite building in the entire city. So obviously we started from the bottom up. We wanted to have the same base. Once again, very simple black base of the building. And then we added some color into it. We decided to go with purple because we already got the red for the noodle shop. And we got the blue for the garage. So we went with more of a purple theme building. And here on the bottom floor, as you can see, I looked up on YouTube how to make like a disco dance thing. And you know what? Turned out pretty great for a nightclub. My friends made a couple of builds when I was offline, so I just want to show you it. This is the gym, looks pretty cool. The one next to it is a casino, because we're all gamblers. So I put the beacon here. I thought it would be a good idea because Ben's tower had a beacon and looked pretty cool, but I don't know, it just didn't fit the nightclub really. So after I did some detailing, I went back and destroyed the beacon. It doesn't look right to me. We also had to, once again, after detailing the building, we had to go back and destroy a lot of the details because it was lagging the server like crazy, which is unfortunate, like I said, because it looks so good. It is what it is. Next to the nightclub, we noticed there was a sort of a space there with no buildings there. It looks pretty awkward, so we decided just to put an apartment building there. And I drew a lot of inspiration for this apartment building from a Cyberpunk 2077, the game, one of the building. It kind of has this like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like overhang, like triangular shape on the side of the building. There's just something about that looks cyberpunk, but I liked how this apartment turned out. It's a bit small, but you know, sometimes small things comes in good package. No, good things comes in small package is what. Yeah. You know what? Never mind. Next up is this police station. Yeah, we built a lot of stuff in this session. We were locked in, fully dialed in. This the police station. We drew inspiration this time from Blade Runner 2049, the LAPD building, where it kind of has this kind of vase-like shape where it goes up and it kind of expands out on like every side. And then we tried to write LAPD in a different concrete on the building, and the spacing didn't work out, so we settled with CPP, which now looking back at it, it's probably not the best choice for initials. It was supposed to be Cyberpunk Police, but let's not. I feel like we should not abbreviate Cyberpunk. What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. That's what we're building. There's also a crane next to it for some reason. And honestly, I love the crane. I don't know how I managed to do it, but it looks so damn good. I'm not even self-glazing right now. And I love the dam also. Yeah, the dam looks cool. Also, there's like stuff underneath the dam, kind of like secret stuff. It's not really secret when the whole server know about it, but you didn't know until I told you, so it is a secret. This building, I went with a sort of black white alternative with a LED billboard right on the top of the building. Yeah, I thought the city was missing some sort of lighting and, you know, billboard, and I decided to put some like Japanese character. They're not actually Japanese character, but I tried my best to make them look like Japanese character. Because if you didn't know already, Cyberpunk actually drew a lot of inspiration from Asian culture, especially Chinese and Japanese culture. Because back in the 80s, when the Cyberpunk was created, it was predicted that Asian countries like China and Japan would dominate the world in the future. That's why in Blade Runners and other Cyberpunk media, you see so much of these Asian influence. Yeah, so that's the inspiration I drew for the next building also. So yeah, this was the building I was talking about. It was just a traditional Japanese building with some added neon lights, which I used sea lanterns to light it up a bit. Went for this sort of orangey red color combination because I feel like the city was lacking a bit of color. So obviously, like I said, Cyberpunk, very dark, very gritty, but still colorful at the same time, you know. So that's what this building is for. There was this sort of awkward space between Gaio's Tower on the right and the red skyscraper on the left. So we decided to just fill it in with this high-end apartment building. So I took a picture from Google. It was meant to look cyberpunk, ended up looking more modern day than cyberpunk. We kind of rushed the building a bit because the Hunger Game was coming up and we really need to finish fast. Because we always finish fast. But anyway, I thought the building looks nice, maybe just not in a cyberpunk setting. I think this was also the last building that we built on the city. I had this really cool idea to build an aquarium, but it's not your usual aquarium. We had this stair going down because the city was almost like on an elevated platform, so we would have the skeleton of the aquarium in white quartz and the rest be covered in glass in a sort of dome shape that goes up as the stair also goes up. And I thought it looked cool. It looked like something you'll see in like the Matrix or something like that. I don't know, I never watched the Matrix, so I'm just talking out my ass here, but it feels like something you'll see in those type of movie, or Inception, you know. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the video, and here are the finished product in shader. I took some shot of the city. It looks amazing, probably one of the best projects I've ever built. I'm very proud of it, and this took us weeks to build, and it took me weeks to edit this video also. So there's a lot of effort that went into this video. So if you did like it, I would appreciate it if you give a like and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free. You can change your mind at any time. It only takes a few clicks and completely makes my day. It greatly supports the channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it all this way.